Spartan Concrete Company out of Sacramento. Again, Works Connection. And again, you know, all the people are my fans. You know that.
Right on. Well, we're glad you're here. Who do we got next?
Chris Kerr.
Chris Kerr! So how are you feeling tonight?
I'm ready to
Look how
rip.
tall he is.
See, it was more than one word. These guys are practicing. That was 3 words. So who would you like to thank before we get going?
My wife.
I gotta thank all you fans for coming out. I mean, it's hopefully we can put on a good show for you. Gotta thank my mom and my wife for coming out.
Woo!
He didn't want to say it. He's looking for a sponsor. Yeah. So I think you guys know this guy here.
Yeah.
No?
No. Billy Janelle.
Woo!
It sounds like it.
You guys know Billy?
Yeah!
There you go. So what's happening?
Not much. Looks like Steve and Steve put another good track together for us to race on, and we got a couple more people in the crowd this time, so it's looking good.
Yeah, now you guys make room. I know there's a lot of people, you know, make sure you got enough elbow room. Don't crowd. Uh-oh, there's too many people. So who do we got here?
Bryce Starks.
These guys like audience participation. So what do you got to say to these people?
Thank you guys all for coming out. Thank Big Time Speedway for putting this event on. I'd like to thank my dad, my family, Sorio Motorsports, Bob's Biz, Ride Helmets for keeping us safe this year. And that's about it.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, man. Up next.
How you doing? 14 South. Val City, Castro. I'd like to thank Diesel Racing for getting us up here, Mark Carpenter for driving me up here in pit for me tonight. Thanks Steve and Steve for putting on the event, and Monster for the event we're going to have at Costa Mesa this year. They're putting a lot of money into it for the national there at Costa Mesa. So we want to thank everyone that helps us out, Prolong, all the sponsors, Alan Campbell, Russ Carmen, all the people that back us and get us up to the track and help us do it from week to week. And thank you all for being out here too.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. So who do we got here?
Jameson Delkey from Auburn, California.
He's a local boy. You guys know him? He brought some fans. So what do you think about the track down here?
Track's looking pretty good today. Yeah. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, Speedway Race Hanger, and that's about it.
Right on. I like these guys when you hold the mic and they talk. What'd you say? Oh, okay. So who's up next?
Dan Faria.
See, we've got fans out here. I'm liking this.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. Glad to be a part of this show, and hope we give everybody a good show.
Right on. I hope so too. Photo op. There we go. So who's here?
Russell Green, Southern California. Thank you.
So did you bring any of these fans with you?
Yeah, my girlfriend, my mom, video guys up there in the corner from Vallejo.
Right on. Well, hey, we're happy to have you guys here. I'm glad you made the trek up from SoCal. Who do we got next to you? Do you want to thank your sponsors?
Of course. You always gotta thank the spot.
Well, you know, you guys are going to get a chance to interview. This will give you a good chance to win. No, just kidding.
I won't remember it by then. I'll be too in the zone. I want to thank my mom driving me up here. Justin Cycles helping me out this season so far. TCS got my bike running again tonight. Thanks, Charlie.
All right, so right next to you, we've got
Tommy Hedden.
Tommy Hedden! So where'd you come from?
It's a little old town called Auburn, California. So hopefully I can start going faster. I've been slowing down these days. It's nice to be a good night. Hopefully I can beat Brian Yarrow. That's all I gotta say.
Right next to you, we've got.
That was so
So
good.
Devin, how are you feeling out here?
I've been worse.
Oh, you're right, Devin.
So is this going to be a good night?
I hope so. Spent a lot of time working on my bike today, and hope it's not for nothing.
Right on, well, we hope it's not for nothing too.
And you know
Man,
what?
we're getting down here. Who do we got next?
Ryan Yarrow.
I knew him.
Ryan Yarrow!
I'd like to thank all my
all my
usually
fans that are
works on
here.
it, tears the
And
clutch apart, does the
he
throttle.
makes our
all
seed, Bill
that,
Warnock,
but
right helmets.
Nope.
And
Came up from
hope to beat that
Ventura.
Tommy Head kid. He's going real good, so let's see what happens.
I don't know. I got a rumor that he's slowing down. So,
We'll see tonight.
all right. So who do we got here?
Aaron Fox, number 46 in Southern Cal.
Another SoCal guy coming up here, man. You guys all getting ready for this national, right?
Yeah, we're trying. You know, this is the second round, and we're just trying to gather points for the end at Costa Mesa. So we'll try to do as much here as we can. And you know, I enjoy my time coming up here, so I'm happy to be here. I'd like to thank both Steve for having me up, Jimmy Anderson with All Star Kia, and my mechanic Nick tonight.
Right on, man. Well, thank you for making the trip. Up next,
Tyson Stockton, 48, Southern Cal.
another SoCal. A lot of you guys coming up from SoCal. You guys want the money at the end of the year, right?
You need the points to get in. I'm on the edge right now.
So that's why you're here, man. And now, for all of you guys, not everybody showed up that was there for round one, so you guys are going to be making up some good points.
I hope so.
Right on. Well, hey, thank you for making the drive. So who do we got here?
Michael Raines, number 7.
All right, Michael Raines. Is anybody you'd like to thank?
I'd just like to thank MXRC and my dad for all their support. That's it.
All right, well, again, thank you for being here.
Really getting us fake sponsors.
How you been, man?
I'm good. How are you? Sean Eldridge.
Mr. Sean Eldridge, here to put on a show for you guys. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Well, thank Jacklet Racing for getting us here tonight and getting ready.
Right on. Well, hopefully we'll see you at the main event. And last but not least, we've got the 101 back here.
Derek Denson.
Derek, he's going to be throwing it down, seeing how things play out for you.
Yeah, hopefully I get some rides.
Anybody you'd like to thank?
I just want to thank Bryce Starks and Lloyd Starks for helping me out and getting me out here to the races. And all the fans and Steve for giving me the opportunity to be the reserve out here.
Right on. These were our alternate for tonight. So we got Steve and Steve over here. Give it up for them.
Steve got me drunk.
So right now, we'd like you guys to please rise.
Yeah, Johnny!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We're trying to program it, there isn't.
Thank you, Jordan. Thank you guys for being out here to kick this thing off. And we have a special guest. We got the number 43, Charlie Venegas, the 145 of Dilty, the 45 of Starks, and the 27 of Kerr. Starks. Now Bryce Starks coming on the inside. Bryce Starks running into pass. Charlie Venegas.
Ice racing technique had to play a role there. Tough to get it sideways right away, but it'll come around. Tough from the outside, good for me getting across. It was good.
Perfect. Hope you do good tonight.
Yarrow, the number 46. Aaron Fox, and the number 150. Coming out. The number 46, Aaron Fox, in first.
That was a great race. It looked like you liked that inside line. How'd it feel?
Yeah, the inside gate is good. You know, for this track, you got to get the start and get out front. Otherwise, you know, you lose out on points. So we'll go off that and we'll make changes from here and we'll see.
Sounds good. Looked like you were having some problems with your bike on that last turn. What's going on?
It's just a little bit hard to turn right now. Track's a little bit deeper, so we're going to free it up a bit and we'll see what happens from here.
Perfect. Have a good night.
Tyson Talkington.
It's a little deep, it's hard to hang on, but the 22-inch, the bigger back wheel helped out. It's a little sticky still. I got to thank Beastler Racing, Mark Carpenter, for getting us up here, all our sponsors that put us on the track. Thank you all.
Perfect. Have a good night.
The 105 of Dan Faria. the way over the barriers. So we're going to bring out the 101 Dirk Denzing. He's our alternate. Now he's getting a chance to get in here and get support. So right on, Dirk. Here's your opportunity. Let's see if you can make something of it.
As the track keeps getting better, the track's starting to come in right now, so this next round of races is going to be really good.
Perfect. Have a good night.
Oh, it always feels good. Now there's another good ride for the red line machine. Again, track's coming around, able to start getting on the gas a little more. Should be good as we go.
Sounds good.
Michael Raines. And Tommy Hedden.
race.
That was a beautiful ride, Chris. How'd you get the bike to go that fast?
I turned the throttle this time, so it worked out a lot better for me.
That's great. Changes are great, right?
Yeah, exactly. The more throttle, the better.
Perfect. Have a good night.
Decided she was gonna help because we talked her into it. You guys know Tori because she has been a racer for many, many years. She was racing Division II when she got hurt. How you feeling now, Tori?
I'm walking.
Well, that's a good thing, since you have a brand new hip, pretty much.
I do, and you know what? Over there, I just walked away, and he's about to walk in front of the stands now, but there's Chris Jones, and when I broke my hip, it was actually on the sidecar that he was riding last night at Auburn. We've got over here, we've got the guys getting ready for their races after the intermission here, and I've got Brian Yarrow. Brian, what do you think about the track so far tonight?
Oh, it's beautiful. Having a good time, having fun.
Now, I know you've had the 22 before. Did you think about riding that tonight?
No, because I passed Tommy. He had it on early in the night, and I went right by him, so I'm not going to put that thing on.
Now, did you and Tommy switch leathers? Because I'm pretty sure when you guys were introduced earlier, he was wearing those, maybe.
No, it's just a little thing we like to do, have some fun.
All right, have a good race.
The Bryce Starks and the 367 of Sean Eldridge coming out here.
I thought these cars all I'm into one of these, like a real one, like the real
Starks with the inside leg, right behind him. So you got Starks, Yarrow, Reigns, and Eldridge going to turn 1 and turn 2. Bryce Starks, that track really must be coming in. Bryce Starks was so smooth out there right now. He's got his own dialed in. White flag is coming out, 1 lap to go. Starks, Yarrow, Reigns, and Eldridge. And taking the checker flag. Number 45, Bryce Starks. Got you to the fast line for the whole side. Guilty getting pushed by Aaron Fox out in front. Followed by fast Eddie Castro. Fox, Eddie Castro going down to turn 1 and turn 2. White flag is out. Fox and Castro trying to make up the Guilty holding on to that first spot. Charlie Venegas in the inside, Talkington right next to him, Gennaro all the way out on the outside. And Tommy headed in that number 3 spot. Let's see how that works for him. Gennaro on the inside trying to make the pass.
California here. How do you like it? And what'd you do to your bike to get ready for it?
Brian! Oh, yeah, what happened? Tommy Hayden, I'm sorry, man. I love you.
Kerr, DeFries,
Chris Ackerman will make you know what he means. But if you ever talk to him regularly, he's quiet.
and Dirk Jensen. Let's see if I can get a number off this. White flag is out. I believe that is Sussex Wayne dominated. That's the number 27 of Chris Turner.
It looks like Dylan got the gate. We've got Dylan Wagner into the number 1. We've got Landon in the number 2. Logan in 3 and Greg Tran behind in 4. Dylan is getting that bike sideways. Landon sneaking up on him. We got our number 1 and 2 pulling away. Landon had a little trouble in that last turn there, but he's getting it back quick. We've got Dylan with the white flag and Landon right behind him. Logan with the number 3 and Greg with the number 4. Look at that back straight. Watch out, Dylan. And it's so close. Dylan gets the flag. Got Landon in the number 2. Logan in the number 3. And Gregory Moore in the number 4. Let him have it, you guys. This is their last race for the night. They all did great.
How are we doing that?
Greg got his bike to run the whole race for this one that he stood. And Dylan's gonna do another victory lap. Somebody's pretty happy about their number 1. Dylan Wagner, you guys. All right, Dylan, what'd you do to get first in this one?
Got a really good gate.
Great job, bud. Good job tonight.
Sorry, see what you did.
Tonight, and
Ready to sell
they're
another
placed
beer?
in the main events by their points in the heat races.
Michael Rain.
She was ready to get you.
Michael Rain out in front. Rain, Nancy, Elkins, and Gilkey. Michael Rain still hold on to that number 1 spot, but 101 of Kurt Jensen getting second. John Elkins hold on to the number 3 spot. White flag is coming out. Michael Rain still hanging on to that number 1 spot. We'll see if he can do it. Checkered flag coming out for your winner of the team main event. The number 7, Michael Rain in second. You guys have been fantastic. So Tori, he's just taking a couple of extra laps, right?
Yeah, he wants to make sure he's settling the track from everything he tore up from that awesome win.
So Michael Raines, how you doing? Handing off the checkered flag to Fuzzy and heading off to talk to Tori.
All right, Michael, that was a great race. How did it feel?
This track has been pretty hard for me to ride tonight, and I'm just glad to get out here safely.
You look great doing it.
Thank you.
The number 40, that's Tommy Hedden. Then on the number 2 spot, the number 105 of Dan Furia. And in the number 1 spot, we've got the number 48, if he moves into the light, Tyson Talkington.
Go Tyson!
So they're going to fire up their bikes and take a little quick lap, line up, and we're going to get the C main event underway.
Now, Frank, Danny Faria here, his dad raced in the last national qualifier round, and they've had a couple match races. Let's see how he does against these guys.
Well, he's going to be battling for some points because he didn't go down to the first round from what I understand, so he needs to play some catch-up is what I'm seeing.
What are those? This guy's on me right there. You see that? You ain't got nothing on you, man.
That was a little tricky.
It was looking like it was doing really good at the beginning of the night. As this track is shaped up, it's gotten a little smoother on the outside. Do you think that was why Tommy was getting close on the outside there?
Tommy's a good rider, so I mean, you never know without him. So.
Great. Have a good night.
I want to thank my sponsors, 5150 Energy, Lucas Oil, Mark Lane Racing for giving me a bike, Oakley, Arai helmets, my girlfriend for all her help, my mechanic Robert, Joker Machine. I mean, there's just a big list of everybody. I would thank all the fans for coming out tonight. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Tyson.
He's like, they gave me a light.
Right next to him in the number 3 spot, the number 8 of Brian Yarrow. And the number 14, Fast Eddie Castro.
I thought Brian Yarrow was good.
And lining up, and the number 1 spot, the number 45 of Bryce Starks. Yarrow now on the inside. Starks doing your number 1 spot. Yarrow
What happened there, Bryce?
I don't know, apparently hit the hole.
Did a little bit too much traction there, huh? Hope you feel better.
Bryce, you alright? Yeah, I'm alright, man. Thank you.
Eddie, that was a great ride. What do you think about that track now?
Wow. All right, that was fun.
You glad you took that 22 off?
I saw Bryce's bike in here. I was like, I better gas it harder before it nails me. I gotta thank Mark Carpenter for getting me here. And like I said, peace. Go, brother, two!
In the number 4 spot, all the way on the outside, we've got the number 27, Chris Kerr. Right next to him, we've got the number 43 in the number 3 spot, Charlie Venegas.
That's mine.
And I know these guys had to do a pit because they were tied as they came into here. So in the number 2 spot, it looks like it is Billy Gennaro. And lining up in the number 1 spot, the number 46, Aaron Fox. These guys are here to put on a show. It's going to be a battle in turn number 1 with Aaron Fox and Billy Gennaro going for the whole shot. Charlie Venegas. Aaron Fox had such a great start, couldn't keep the front end down as he was going down the back straight and fell all the way in the back. Woo! What a race.
That was an incredible save on that back straightaway by Aaron Fox just then.
Taking the checkered flag for his victory lap, Billy Gennaro! So of course, we want to give a big shout out, and I'm going to be down there in just a second, and we're going to do a quick awards presentation for our top 3 riders. So Tori, could you meet me down in the middle of the track?
Yeah!